Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone out there is doing well this morning. Today we will be in part 2 on what does God say about complaining. Okay, there's 3 more scriptures that is listed here. The first one is from Philippians 2, verse 14. Do all things without murmurings or disputings. Okay, now Jude verse 16, These are murmurers, complainers, walking after their own lust, and their mouth speaketh great swelling words, having men's persons in admiration because of advantage. Now, Exodus 16, verses 7 and 8. And in the morning, then ye shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we, that ye murmur against us? And Aaron said, This shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full. For that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. Okay, now here is the helpful hints and helps for the hard words. Disputings, they defined as arguments or debates. Walking after their own lust, they define that as living to satisfy their selfish desires. Speaking great swelling words, they define that as boast and brags about them itself. Having man's person in admiration because of advantage, they define that as flattering others to get their own way. In the evening, flesh to eat, they define that as God supplied small quails, small birds that taste like chicken, for the Israelites to eat every morning. In the morning, bread to the full, they define that as God supplied manna, tasty sweet bread, every morning for 40 years. Okay, now this says, I believe that. And you answer each of these with the verse over there that it better describes. God wants me to do all things, whether I like them or not, without any griping, complaining, arguing, or fighting. So which verse would you relate that to of those 3 there? God says that complaining people are proud and boastful, selfish, doing whatever it takes to get their own way. So out of those 3 verses, you pick which would fit there. God supplies everything I need, just as he supplied bread every morning and meat every night to the Israelites in the desert. He will supply all I need. So you pick which verse suits that. God is displeased when he supplies all my needs and I still complain that I want or think that I need more. So you pick out which verse better fits there. Now under here it says, and I should. Since God is so displeased with murmuring and complaining, I should ask my mom and dad to remind me how much it displeased God when I am complaining, so I will learn to stop. What time today will you ask your parents to help you? So you just answer that in your own way. Since God is sovereign, He controls everything in my life. I must understand that when I complain, I am saying that I know better than God does. I must ask God to forgive me every time I complain against Him, List 2 things to be thankful for, even though you have complained about them in the past. Okay, now just for fun, down here at the bottom of the page, it says, without listing any names, describe what your friends think about other friends who seem to gripe and complain about everything. That's good for us all to read right there, because we all do it in some point of the day. We're not perfect people, so there are things that we do also that's not right. If y'all are listening to this and y'all have children or grandchildren that you can share this with, please do. They can learn from this also. I'm sharing it with my child as well. We can always work on these things together, us as adults as well. So I hope y'all have enjoyed that reading today. Tomorrow will be in something else. I'm not really sure which one that is. Let me check it out here real fast. Tomorrow's will be disobedience. So there will be 2 parts of it as well. But I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And may God richly bless you all.